What up, YouTube? It's your boy JKG Brandon. We are back on Diablo 4. As you can see, I have made cheese and rice. Cheese and rice. That is the name of my druid for the open beta. You can kind of see it. He's got such a good vibe, man. I love that helmet. I love that helmet. The armor just kind of all nice and leathery, looking all good. I love it. I love the aesthetic of the druid. Let's hop into a game here, and hopefully we can hop into a game nice and quick. But just as we're going in, I really like the druid. I know a lot of people were hating on the druid, saying that the druid was trash. It was not satisfying to play. A lot of different things. I don't agree. I'll hop in here. Let's just hop into the skill tree and kind of show you where we're at. I am at level 21 on my druid currently. I started playing last night after work about 8 p.m. Pacific time roughly, and I stopped around 11, so I got about 3.5 hours tops last night, and I've only been playing for maybe 20-30 minutes this morning before I fired up the camera. But you can kind of see Storm Strike. I really like this as my base attack, and I took it over here to the Wild Storm Strike, so I get 2 additional targets. I really like this. It feels satisfying. It's just a base, just kind of club attack. It's satisfying to use. I can't say anything other than that. I went ahead and picked up this Heart of the Wild, so maximum spirit is going to increase, and then the Wild Impulses, I did not go with that one. I just went with the one where basic skills are going to generate more spirit. If I wanted to do more damage, I probably would have taken Wild Impulses. However, the fact that, you know, because we are going to do more damage from this, but it's going to cost, right? So we're definitely going to want to have to spam that base attack more and more. I didn't want to have to worry about that. Next, I took the Lightning Storm. I do like this as a secondary attack. It's not equipped for me currently just because I'm trying other skills. I was actually, these 2 skills were my main 2 skills for most of last night. Came over here, I took Cyclone Armor. Again, not equipped. Cyclone Armor is a kind of a nice one where, like, if you are kind of stuck against like a pillar or something like that, and you have a mob around you, you can't move, and that comes off a cooldown, go ahead and hit that. It pushes everybody back. You can actually get out of there pretty easily. It was kind of nice in that early game when you're still trying to learn your skill and stuff. Wolves, I mean, it's kind of the wolves are kind of like almost OP. They have their own HP bar, and their HP is absolutely astronomical. You can let them go attack a boss or an elite, and you can just kind of hang out, heal yourself back up, take out the side mobs, whatever you want to do. They're gonna tank the aggro from like the main boss and just tank it virtually forever. By the time it kills one, the other one is still there tanking it, and will let you can bring it back up. So it's almost infinite. At least in the beta so far. Whether they nerf that for main release, I don't know. But it has been pretty fun. And then right over here, I did take the vines as well. And you can see I do have that one equipped. I am loving the vines. The vines do decent damage, but the immobilization has been absolutely bonkers for me. Took Ravens. I was having fun with Ravens, running through some dungeons, kind of target as a ranged attack, if you will. You can kind of target a mob, hit them with the Ravens. Ravens come in and do some damage. It's kind of nice. There's nothing OP with the Ravens that I've noticed anyway. So far, the only thing that's been like OP has been the wolves themselves. The wolves are just amazing. Kind of take here, we're able to take the elemental exposure with charged atmosphere and electric shock, just to do a little bit more damage out of my lightning skills, because I am running a lightning skill. Hurricane, I just took Hurricane. I've been playing around with that. Mixed with the vines, they have virtually the same area of effect. So you can immobilize and hit with the vines and then come in with the Hurricane, and you're going to do continuous damage over what is it, 8 seconds. You're going to do continuous damage to them. It's been a nice little combo. I went ahead and took Rabies because poison damage over time is going to be awesome for bosses and help out there. And then also taking Trample. Trample has been fun. Trample has been like the equivalent of Furious Charge for a barbarian. Rocket, you just go, you knock everything out, do damage to everything in your way. You can kind of see that's kind of where I am at right here. We'll take off out into the open world here real quick. You can kind of see we are in Kilvashad, which is the main town. Let's see if we cannot get out. I probably took the longest way to get out of town, to be completely honest, but you know, hey, that's, you know, what we do. All right, so we're gonna just run out here. This is kind of the play style that I've been using today in my map exploration. You can kind of see if I scroll out. I basically unlocked all this map this morning in about 20 to 30 minutes, so you can run around pretty well. And as you can kind of see right here, we're gonna mark this for later. We have Ashava the Pestilent coming up 10 a.m. 12 p.m., which is actually in about 20 minutes, and then 10 p.m. again, and then 12 midnight tonight. So if this is Saturday, I'm gonna try to get this up before Ashava goes up at noon. Probably not in time for the noon release, but it is gonna come back at 10 p.m. and at midnight tonight. So if you haven't had a chance, definitely go get your legendaries. Potentially, you know, try to farm it as many times as you can if you can. But you know, that's kind of one of the big things. And then you can kind of see right there the way I kind of use those the vines with the Hurricane has been really effective for me. The poison is also really nice to try not to. I've been trying not to use it on like the little inconsequential mobs like this guy right here. I've been trying to use it on some of like the more the tankier, you know, either elites or just the big boys. But you can kind of see, get them immobilized and then come in with the Hurricane. You can kind of see the Hurricane is still doing, you know, that continual damage to those enemies even while you're able to attack. So I'm glad they didn't make it some kind of stupid thing where you're doing this continual damage skill and you're just locked out from attacking on top of that, because that would just be dumb. I do like the fact that while we're running around, we do actually pop off some lightning bolts just randomly. That has been a fun little side thing here. But you can kind of see, boom, send the wolves in over the wall, boom, took all them dudes out really nice and quick. And we'll go ahead and use the skill there, but I'll just kind of leave it right here. I don't want to take up too much more of your guys' time with this one. Just this like first impressions of the Druid. I actually really like it. So far, all of the skills have been really satisfying to use. They feel like they have the proper weight behind them, if that makes sense. So it doesn't feel like you're just hitting, you know, your heavy skill feels heavy. Your base skill feels like a base skill. It's not something where like a heavy skill feels like it's hitting like a base skill with the Druid, which is nice. I do enjoy that. And as a melee class player, I do really like the Druid. I've been kind of going back and forth. Am I gonna day one a barb? Am I gonna day one a Druid? I don't know. But I'm having a lot of fun with the Druid today. So we'll see if we do that. I'm gonna go ahead and once I get to 25 on my Druid, I'm gonna go ahead and fire up a Necro, and we'll make a Necro, because Necro by all accounts, and farming some dungeons with a Necro last night, Necros seem to be busted in a good way for the player. Whether that gets nerfed, we will see. But I hope they don't nerf the wolves, because that is a nice way for the druid to kind of maintain some continuity with the players, because I know a lot of players that maybe had different expectations for the druid, are not enjoying the druid, but they enjoy the wolves. So if that keeps them, you know, able to want to play the druid, I would like to see the wolves kind of stay as they are, especially because as the full release comes out, I mean, we're going to be flying past level 21 you know, so quickly that it's not going to be funny. You know, taking all of these skills and all these builds that we're all doing, got to kind of take them with a little bit of a grain of salt at the moment, just because it is a beta. We can only go to level 25. We're not doing anything massively hard. We're not doing, you know, extreme, you know, ow, I just hit my desk. We're not doing extreme end game stuff. You can definitely still extrapolate out, right? But it's not something that we're able to really test on the end game stuff at end game levels just yet. So hope you guys like this video. If you do like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to help support me and try to get me to 1,000 subscribers so we can try to put some money for equipment and whatever back into the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. They're both free, don't cost you nothing. I am JKG Brandon. I will see you in the next Diablo 4 video. Peace.